What is up, YouTube? Welcome to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my honest thoughts on Bitcoin Cash. So I'll be going over the chart pattern in the bigger time frames, and we'll be looking at why I think Bitcoin Cash has the potential to do some pretty nice moves on the upside, which is pretty perfect timing because I've actually been talking about this a little bit in my VIP in the Discord group a couple months ago. And at the beginning of this year, actually, because of the price data that I was seeing. So I'm going to be going over kind of what I think as far as the medium term and some of the long-term projections for it. I won't go into exact targets on this one specifically because it is part of the VIP group, but I do think that I can provide quite a bit of value for you guys today as far as direction and trend goes and what to expect with Bitcoin Cash. It's one that I think can see a lot of growth and has a beautiful chart pattern, especially in these bigger time frames. And we'll be able to go over some of the candlestick pattern stuff that we learned in some of the other videos. So go ahead and hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button for me, comment down below where you're tuning in from in the world, and we will get right into the video. Bitcoin Cash, this is on coinmarketcap.com, pulling the data from coinmarketcap.com. This is actually charts.cointrader.pro, a website that allows you to chart on all of these websites like coinmarketcap.com and look at the different coins. So this is Bitcoin Cash versus the dollar, and we have August of 2017. We have 2018 right here. We have the end of 2018 right here. We have the beginning of 2019 all right here. And then we have towards the end of 2019 all through this area. By the way, you guys, I know the new year is coming up as well, so enjoy celebrating that with your family and whatever you're doing. I will probably be uploading on the new year anyways, as long as it's the day that I actually upload, which I think that it is. And you guys will get some content from me that day as well. So getting into the price action as far as what has happened since 2018, as you guys know, in 2017 and 2018, we had a lot of bullish action inside of the markets. And then really, after the first few months of 2018 came around, we went into a full-blown bear market. But since that peak, since this huge spike up where Bitcoin Cash reached $4,307, we've actually retraced 98% in value, which is a pretty good retrace on the downside. So if you want to talk about something that is extremely undervalued in its big picture chart, you're looking at something right now that has seen a large retracement in value. Now, one of the things that I like to look at specifically, and one of the things that I like to think about when I'm charting these coins, is where are the support patterns forming? What candlestick patterns are we seeing? What is the Elliott wave structure? What is volume telling us? And what is the market cycle telling us? Well, from a market cycle perspective, this is a large A, B, C correction, which means that this right here is going to be depression, just like how Bitcoin was in the depression phase at the end of 2018 before it rallied. This is going to be your first little rally out of depression. And this is all going to be disbelief, where people are in disbelief that the market will ever turn around and go back up because, it looks to the average eye like it's been doing nothing but falling, when really traders know that during this whole period of time, there was huge buying opportunities of 213%. There was even a very large buying opportunity right here of 460% on the upside. And we're moving into another potential buying opportunity for Bitcoin Cash currently. So this is an ABC structure. Also, if you guys haven't watched my video about candlestick patterns, I made it a few days ago. Go ahead, I'll throw a link in the description box. But this huge bullish engulfing candlestick right here was a big buy signal for Bitcoin Cash. It then proceeded to move down a little bit, consolidate, and then another huge bullish candlestick came in, confirming this move all the way up to $513, which is right and around this resistance area before it rejected. Now, after that rejection, it's coming back onto major support. So again, talking about support and resistance, This right here is a huge support area that we are landing on. The big chunk of support is really in between the $84 level and the $205 level. So this whole area right here is a massive support area for Bitcoin Cash. Now the volume is significant. We're talking about volume that we were seeing when all the mania and all the hype was going on in the crypto markets. And what you're looking at right here is pretty much a complete copy of the amount of volume that we were seeing in that period of time. Yet look how small the chart looks in comparison to over here. So what does that mean? Well, that means that we have interest. We have interest in the market. There's people that are looking at this coin and they're going, hey, I think I'll put some money in this. It fell a large amount and we are in a very good risk to reward area where if it was to fail its current support, from current prices, let's zoom in here and get this as accurate as possible. If it was to fail its support at current prices, you're talking about a 60% drop to the current support level. And then the other support level that we are looking at is about 42% drop. And then this other support level is about 14% drop. So the closest support level, you're talking about a 15% risk on the downside, which is pretty low because we've already kind of kissed that support level. Now, to the major support level, you are talking about a pretty big loss, but it's still not 99% loss in value like we saw since the peak of the market. So the risk to reward ratio is getting better. And what we're kind of watching for here, what I'm watching for here in Bitcoin Cash, is a big breakout of this descending resistance right here. We have downward pointing resistance, and until we can get above that level and confirm an impulse, I am going to be watching it before I put large bids into this. Now, when it does break that level, I will be extremely interested because after an ABC correction, this was the A wave, B, C, like we've already established, then we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. So with Bitcoin Cash specifically, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, without going into too much detail of the targets, for my VIP group, I already have a target established, but for you guys here on the channel, I want to just go over the projection of the direction that it's going to go. In this specific chart that we're seeing right now, I expect us to make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 L8 wave structure and move back up into these points. Now, from a percentage gain, even just to the next high is 179%. If you're talking about a 3 wave, it could be anywhere from 300, 400, 500%. And all the way at a 5th wave, you're talking about close to a 600% move in Bitcoin Cash. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on, you guys. It's not something to completely forget. Don't believe the hype around the FUD. And by that, I mean how many people are FUDing crypto right now. How many people do not believe that these things will ever come up again. Don't believe that. If you want to be profitable, look at the charts, do your analysis, and decide what you're going to do based on your analysis. For me, Bitcoin Cash is looking very, very beautiful. Something that it's highly attractive to me as an analyst, and especially as we break these descending resistance levels, it's something that could pop off quite hard in a 3, 4, 5 wave structure. And that's just the beginning of a large reversal pattern. If it does a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, we're talking about another ABC correction, a potential for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the upside, and a continuation of its cycle, in which case this would become a very, very large kind of accumulation bull where prices are moving in the bull, rallying in the bull, falling back down to the support of the bull, and making a large circular rounded reversal pattern in the big picture over the long term. So Bitcoin Cash, keep your eyes on it, you guys. It is actually taking the spotlight today. If you want to talk a little bit about coins that are doing well, we can totally see that Bitcoin Cash is up 10% today, breaking out of horizontal resistance and moving nicely on the upside. We also have a volume of 2 billion in 24 hours and a current price of $208. It is number 5 in total market cap at $3.7 billion. And, you know, with that kind of a market capitalization, with that kind of volume, there is no reason that we can't go ahead and break up above this descending resistance level and go in for that Elliott wave, 3 wave, since we've already done a 1 and a 2 wave. So that's kind of the market structure I'm looking at, you guys. Could be very profitable for you if you watch it, if you follow this, and if you wait for that breakout level. The main price is kind of the $325 level. That would be a major breakout in descending resistance, and that could easily take us up for that Elliott wave, 3 wave. So I really appreciate everybody that tuned into my honest update on Bitcoin Cash. Go ahead and hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button, comment down below where you are at from the world, and I will see you guys in the next videos. As always, stay profitable.